Hey everybody, welcome to Review with Me, your review guide of shows, movies, and everything in between. Be sure to click the like button, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get on with this review. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Review with Me episode. We are reviewing The Never Ever Mets, Season 2, Episode 9. You treat me like I'm a little boy. Like I'm a little boy. So we wrap up with where we left off last episode, in which Brittany and Ty were arguing in the kitchen after Brittany got mad at Ty for saying no to the question asked if he and Brittany have sexual compatibility. He said no again because he picked up the energy that Brittany was putting down when she hesitated for quite some time when she was posed that question first. She was like, I don't know. I don't, she's like, I don't know, her no neck ass. Until she finally forcefully said yes, which obviously didn't come off as genuine. But nonetheless, she is telling Ty that you didn't spare me my feelings. I spared your feelings. And every time I try to look out for you, you never reciprocate and yada, yada, yada. He says in response to that, you treat me like I'm a little boy. You tell me to stop talking like I'm a little boy. Like I'm a little boy. Like I'm a little boy. That's him. Like I'm a little boy. Ty, you are. Ty, you are. And so is she with her no neck. Both of y'all. But finally they leave. I'm just gonna jump into it. This episode didn't really give too much, so we may not be here for too long. Britt says she didn't think it was appropriate. Jay asked Britt, you don't think Ty felt disrespected? Mind you, Jay, this whole episode, well, the episode prior, and of course, going into this episode as well, episode 9, Jay was giving Britt a lot of energy, like a lot of, I ain't got time for this hoe. This is Jay, okay? Jay is on the back of Cinco, who is her partner in this situation here in their little marriage, in their relationship, and she's trying to give Brittany some perspective here. Like, look, you don't think you are being disrespectful with how you act towards Ty in general? You act like you don't even want to be around this man. You act like you are repulsed by him. You flirt with every other Negro in this house. You flirt with Brandon, and Brandon's a little sus. In my opinion, y'all think Brandon's sus? I think he's a little sus. And his brother who came into this house in this episode is definitely sus. But he's the type of sus that doesn't know it yet and act all like he puts on this bravado to appear as if he's not sus. If you could pick up what I'm putting down. But Jay is not here for Britt. Jay is telling Britt that you're being disrespectful. You go around tickling my man, my tall hunk of. Look, Cinco is tall. I didn't realize how tall he is. And yes, it makes sense. He said that he's played basketball professionally. Great. But I need his teeth to be grown out. It doesn't make any sense why he is as tall as he is and his teeth didn't grow out. His adult teeth has yet to appear. His adult teeth, that saying, people like, where in the room is your success? Or, is your success in the room with us? That's what these TikTokers or whatever they say. That's my question for Jay or for Britt. What's his name? For Cinco. Is his adult teeth in the room with us? Where's this nigga's adult teeth? Where are your teeth? Like, how you just have these? He has like half teeth. Like, it's like my teeth, but you cut it in half. This is his teeth. Like, they're right here. All the time you were moving all around the United States of America, your parents not once decided, hey, let's get this boy's teeth fixed. Golly. Anyway, Jay tries to explain to Brittany there's only so much a man could take after so long of you not giving him any nookie. And I'm not even talking about some sense of, oh, you have to fuck him or you have to kiss him down. No, but give him some energy. Niggas could read the energy. If you was like barely want to talk to him, barely smile when he's around, don't even hug up on him, only here for his crab legs, of course he feels disrespected. But of course, Britt is totally clueless or being purposely obtuse because she is not catching any accountability. She is not here for any reflection. Instead, she walks out. She walks out. Ty goes into the kitchen. He talks to everyone else and says he's done. He's not here to apologize to her anymore. He said that he's apologized to Brittany even in times when he was not in the wrong. But he's apologized because it was the right thing to do, or it was the way for them to move on. Britt is in the corner talking about she's ready to leave. She wants to leave, and there's no point of her still being here. We see that there's 3 days left in the house. We get into a scene with Charlie cuddling with Jared. And what's funny is just last episode, and maybe this is not done necessarily in chronological order. They may slice things up. But just last episode, Charlie was talking about how she felt so disrespected by Jared. He just played her as a fiddle in her perspective because he didn't keep it 100 with her. Instead, he lied to her and said he is still interested in being with her, when in all actuality, it's an F no. It's an F no. And he admitted that to her finally in the last episode. But yet she's cuddled up with him. And Jared is, hey, shit, I'm rolling with it still. Because one thing Jared is going to do is soak up the opportunity. That's what Jared's going to do with his fine ass. With his Jamie Foxx fine ass. Hello? We get to Jay and Cinco. They're discussing moving plans and what their future will look like. Because they live, obviously, in separate states. And Cinco's trying to convince Jay to move with him, to move to Atlanta. But Jay is not here for it because she wants to stay in Chicago. She has a son. He doesn't have any children. And she feels like she has more stability in Chicago with her son being 4 years old and her family being primarily in Chicago. She feels more of a support system present there and feel more safe there, which is understandable, especially being that, like, I don't know if they're talking marriage, right? I don't know if they're talking like a longevity. If they're just talking in a sense of, oh, we're just gonna figure things out and continue to be. I mean, Cinco does seem as if he's really down for Jay. Like they're really the strongest couple in this house, and I'm not saying that with so much strength or integrity, but out of all the couples in the house, they do seem to be the strongest one. So I just feel like to calm any reservations that Jay has, I think she would need more of a commitment. And I think marriage is what could make her feel more open to moving to Atlanta. Cinco's trying to tell her, like, your son is 4 years old. So what? He has to move and uproot his life. What is uprooting your life for a 4-year-old, right? Like they can make friends easily. They don't even remember half the things that's going on, right? Can they even say their name backwards? Or I don't know who can say their name backwards. But the point is, they don't really have much of a memory. Like if this is not the best time to uproot your child, I don't know when is, because you would rather do it young than do it when they're already in middle school and they've already kind of have a sense of identity and built that around their environment. That may be a little bit more difficult. I mean, granted, people move all the time, regardless of your age. But if you had to pick, it may be better to do so when you're young. Britt pulls Ty to talk, and you may think, oh, she's finally had an aha moment. She's going to apologize. Nah. She said, look, she feels like it's not working. She felt ganged up on in the kitchen, and you weren't there to support me. Instead, you added on to the gang. Ty brings up how she put her hand in his face, and you would think at least for that she'll apologize. Nope. This bitch is like her no neck ass. Still don't give a fuck. She still does not give a damn. It's actually quite disturbing how careless she is here. And I wonder, would she still be as careless if she was attracted to Ty? Right? Because a lot of times, if you are attracted to someone, you are likely to bend a little, right? You're likely to see what they're saying. You're likely to reflect on your actions and apologize. But if you don't find this man attractive at all, I don't care how much my hand was in your face. I don't give a damn. I'm still not apologizing. Britt doesn't give a damn. She says, "No, I'm ready to go," basically. Ty brings up the whole tickling situation because he didn't realize it until the house brought it up to him and they gave him concrete examples. Britt saying she doesn't consider that tickling. Like, girl, what is this? If you're, what is that? Just is that tapping? Are you just tapping someone's underarms? Are you tapping someone's rib cage? Girl, bye. But again, no accountability. They leave. Ty feels relieved. He says, he's ready to go too. It's not working out. Britt walks out, barely saying hi, barely saying bye to anybody. The only person she actually does say bye to is Charlie, but that's because Charlie went after her. Britt was over it. She was basically mad at the house because of how they quote unquote ganged up on her. But no one really ganged up on her. It was just Jay and Cinco, mostly Jay, holding Britt accountable. Kiki's best friend is the guest coming over to the house, as well as Brandon's brother. And we circle back to Jared and Charlie. Charlie asked Jared a question. She asked him, does he listen to anybody's advice? Like, if someone gives you advice, do you actually care to hear what they have to say, and do you actually reflect on your actions and move accordingly? Jared tells you what he is, who he is, all of that. Jared said, no, I don't give a damn. I do what I want. Basically, that's what he said. Basically, Charlie says in her confessional that, oh, that's interesting, because if he doesn't care what anyone else thinks, then he doesn't care about what I think, right? Like, he doesn't care to hear about my opinion. Because after he said that very confidently, he then says, no, but of course I care about what you think. Because she asked him a follow-up question. Her follow-up question was, oh, but what about me? What about my opinion? You say you don't care about anybody's opinion, but what about my opinion? Jared says, no, I care about your opinion, but you're about the only person's opinion I care about. Jared, bye. We just met your sister last episode, and you said you and your sister are thick as thieves. Of course you care about other people's opinion, people who you actually care about. Cinco plans a date for Jay. He says that he wants to plan a date that allows for them to get in touch with their soft side, specifically for Jay, because their first date, remember in the first episode, Jay was the one who set it up, and it was a basketball date, which is still cool, but it wasn't definitely an intimate type of date. So they go to this fragrance blender type of date, and it's a cute date, aroma, all of that. They're getting along, yada yada yada. As they're telling the fragrance professional the scents that they like, I was watching, I'm like, these are some ghetto ass people. Ghetto was the word that came in my mind because Cinco says he likes the smell of tacos. What? When you think about fragrance, that's the first answer you have. I know she asked you what scent do you like to smell? Like what are your favorite scents? But that's not the answer you give to that question. Like what is everybody okay? I like the smell of tacos. Okay. He likes the smell of tacos, of breakfast in bed. That's what he said verbatim. Of cookies. Are you 10? Golly. This is some ghetto shit. The conversation about moving to ATL comes up again. Cinco continues to make his opinion known that he feels like it's easy for a 4-year-old to move and uproot his life. And like I feel like the word uproot for 4-year-olds shouldn't even be in the same what are you uprooting? Are you transferring jobs, 4-year-old kid? The fuck? Do you even remember your teacher? Like you're in day is that's not even kindergarten. It's one thing if you're in kindergarten because you have, your teacher's names. Like there are things that you are putting names to. 4-year-old, aren't you in barely in daycare? I don't know. I don't have a kid. I don't know. But that's a good age to move. That's a good age to uproot your life, in my opinion. Kiki's best friend arrives. It's a woman, little thickums, cute girl. And Kiki tells her that she has yet to admit to Brandon that there was an overlap in their relationship. Meaning, with her ex, Kiki was still seeing her ex during the time, or at least the beginning stages of her dating or talking to Brandon. Mind you, Brandon and Kiki have been talking for 4 years and they have yet to meet. Apparently, Brandon has set up times, like prior to the show, he has orchestrated times for them to actually meet in person and have dates and all these things. But she has flaked him over and over again. We get to the reasons why a little bit more later, but let's get into the next part here. So Brandon's brother arrives and he's a weirdo. He's uncomfortable. I don't like his energy. I would hate to be around him. I will walk away if he comes around me. He's the type of person it's just like, ugh. And he looks like he smells too. I don't know. He comes into the house. He's talking about where my brother at. Where my brother at? Not hello, how you doing? I'm so and so. I'm here for Brandon. He's my brother. Alexis asked him, "Oh, I said Alexis. Alexa in the background. I gotta change that. That's crazy. But anyway, he's asked the question where it looks like. Like, no, she asked him, "Where are you from?" His response is, "Where it look like I'm from." What kind of question? What kind of response is that? What is that? And why you answer my question with a question? He just came off very rude, very entitled, very like stubborn. It was an uncomfortable moment. Kiki's talking to her BFF. She's doing a lot of heavy breathing. I'm not trying to body shame her or anything like that. I just think it's very uncomfortable watching her getting worked up because it's like, are you okay? I don't want you to pass out or anything. She already gets heat exhaustion. And I don't know, something about her just makes me it makes me worry. Like, don't speak too fast. She does plan to tell Brandon the truth about the overlap in their relationship, and she plans to do that with her friend present because I guess with her friend present, she feels more comfortable and confident to do so. Like, girl, okay. Smart idea. Make him feel more embarrassed. I wrote down Brandon's brother sounds like an actor, and that is absolutely true. He sound like he rehearsed. Here's how I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak like this. Like that's how he sounds. They all sit down, talk, and mind you, when Brandon's brother arrived, he answered the question that was posed to him. Oh, are you guys like blood brothers or whatever? I don't know why she felt the need to ask him that. Like, that's kind of a personal question. That's invasive. I feel like, are you guys blood brothers? What? I just feel like it's a weird question to ask. But anyway, we learned that they're not, which is kind of obvious because he's very light skinned. Brandon is very not. He is very not light skinned. So of course, they're not blood brothers at the very least. He says that they're stepbrothers, but it seems like it's more of a step brother. Like, but nonetheless, they're not blood related. Like, there's no blood. No, it's because his father was dating a woman and she brought in kids from a previous relationship. That's how they became quote unquote brothers, but there's no relational lineage here, none at all. But when they all sit down and talk, Kiki's friend asks him, oh, are y'all blood brothers? He says yes. Look, I'm a very technical person. Like, even if I just met you, I need to answer your question as clearly as I can, because I feel like, oh, I'm leaving this moment and you got a wrong answer from me. Like, in my head, I just have to answer you clearly. So when he just lied and said no, when he lied and said, yeah, we're blood brothers, I was like, okay, so he's a liar. That's how it just computes in my mind. Oh, you're a liar too. You're an actor and you're a liar. That's fitting. That's fitting. Kiki flaked on Brandon in ATL 4 times. Brandon tried to see her in ATL 4 times. He set it up and all of that, yet she flaked on him time and time again. She said the reason behind that is because the reason behind that is she was still seeing her ex, and she felt uncomfortable meeting Brandon. She didn't feel confident in her identity and her appearance or something like that. Some BS excuse. Like, girl, what? Did he not see you on FaceTime? What are you talking about? Brandon's brother, I wrote down he's doing too much. As Kiki is confessing, I have yet to change the slide. My bad, y'all. Yeah, this is oh, I didn't post that picture. Okay, well, let's leave it to No Neck Brittany in the background. This is the No Neck I'm talking about. Like, girl, do you have an illness? What's going on? This is no offense. I just want to know what's going on. But anyway, Brandon's brother is doing the most. He's like, oh my God, what? Wow. Ooh, he's literally falling out. He's leaning down on the couch. Just being so dramatic. Like, Brandon's brother, relax, whatever your name is. Just embarrassing. A part of me wonders, did Brandon ask his brother to be as dramatic as he is? Kiki's over here feeling very surprised. I'm surprised he's not forgiving me. And she actually wanted Brandon to have some dirt too that he could reveal so that they could be even with the dirt that they have, from each other. And she said she would have just kept this to herself. I feel like she should have. I feel like I think your partner needs to know everything. I really don't. I think some things could be kept to yourself. We do. Honestly, it's not always the best policy. Now, if you ask me directly, I'll answer it honestly. But even then, I feel like, do we really have to go down this road? If we're no longer a thing, why are we talking about it? Like, I don't feel like it's relevant, because if there was an overlap in our relationship and that overlap only happened within the first year or 6 months in our relationship, that's an early stage in our relationship. That's a time when, I mean, are we really together? Like, is this even real? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like it counts, in my opinion. Alexis is trying to talk to Brandon like, you mean to tell me the whole time y'all were seeing or talking to each other for 4 years, you didn't talk to anybody, not once? Because Alexis is not understanding why are you acting all dramatic here? Like, this is not that serious. I get it. It may feel a little sting, but the whole 4 years y'all haven't seen each other or in person, y'all just talked and kept up with each other online. You haven't entertained anybody else? Brandon is saying, nope, I haven't. Ever since me and Kiki been talking, I haven't. I find that to be BS. BS. Kiki apologizes to him and says she takes full accountability and she's sorry that she hurt him. But she feels like Brandon is being pouty and he's being passive aggressive. Like, he'll sit by her, but he won't talk to her. He'll just stand by her like a statue as she's trying to get something around him. He won't even look at her. Like, Brandon, you are too ugly. So he's not ugly, but like, you're too corny for me to do all this. Like, you're not even all that serious. I don't know. Kiki says Brandon doesn't listen to her and has faults of his own. And at first, Kiki has said this before in a previous episode, but I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see it then. Like, I didn't really see what faults Brandon had. I thought Kiki was just avoiding accountability from when Brandon would say she drinks too much. But from this episode, I think Brandon does appear too much on a moral high ground. Oh, I didn't talk to you. Oh, I didn't talk to anyone else but you since we started dating. Or, oh, I don't drink as much as you do. And it's like, look, I get how the edits look, and maybe Kiki does appear as if she has a little bit of a problem with drinking alcohol, but I don't think it's that serious. I think in this situation, in this circumstance, with the show and the experiment that this is, I think she's just enjoying her time, and it may appear a little bit more overly consumed than usual. But it could still be a cause for concern because it's understandably so. She is of a particular weight, and that is always an extreme factor in those situations. But I really don't think Brandon is as innocent as he appears, and he's coming off as this slighted man. Bye. I hate when men act like victims. Like, if you don't get out of my face, what? You getting played by a big girl? Come on. Y'all, let me know what you think about this episode. Again, this is a short one. They didn't really do too much. This is probably, I think this is the last episode before. No. Well, this the 10th episode, and then there's gonna be a reunion one, I assume, if we're following how it was last season. So I'll see y'all next time for this review of the Never Ever Met season 2. But thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.